Hello, everyone. I thought I would try to run with you DeepSeek, which is the Chinese LLM model that was released very recently. I am on the GitHub main page, the repo where they put the paper for those that would like to read a little bit more about what this is about. But we'll just try to run it with LM Studio, which I did another video where we installed LM Studio and we found it, of course, the easiest way to run LLMs locally. I have a 2080 Ti, so hopefully a quantized version of DeepSeek may work well. Everything that is relevant here and why is it so big is that it's trained by reinforcement learning and supervised without supervised fine-tuning as a preliminary step. So the big thing about DeepSeek is that it seems to surpass a lot of the OpenAI latest models on quite a few benchmarks. And in addition to that, it seemed to have been very cheap to train, right? Evidently, data is the most important thing. And the gist seems to be, after the high level that I read, is that they are just sanitizing the data a little bit better and taking the most of it. So if we go straight to our LM Studio, I have not installed it. On the last video, we saw that I have a few models here. We can just go to Discover and we can search for DeepSeek. We can see that there are quite a few options. All the DeepSeek models are already available on Hugging Face, so you can download and use Ollama or however you prefer to run them. So if I see different things, we can see that it's quantized Q4. We can see the different versions of the models with the different sizes. So let's just try to not make it too complex and take too much of a long time. It's downloading the model right now. And let me pause the video so we can just jump straight into running it once it finishes. So it just finished. Hopefully you saw that 99%. Finalizing download. And what we will do is straight away try to test and use it. So we can simply on LM Studio load the model. Click here. You can see the bar, the progress bar actually moving forward. We see the details and the model seems to have been loaded. If we want to check more details, for example, if you would like a system prompt on the top right, you have that button where you can configure temperature and a few other things. We can think about them hyperparameters. Although we are not really training the model, right? So it's not really a hyperparameter. So let's see. That's quite fast, I must admit, on a 2080 Ti. So you see it's using chain of thoughts. That's why it's one. It's quite nice. Wow. Yeah. So we have it running locally. Obviously, it's open source. It's a distilled version. What if we ask something? We can see the memory it's using, the CPU. Evidently, most of this is thought for 7 minutes. Yes, absolutely. Well, it's working. It was quite fast, quite easy to to set it up and have it running on LM Studio. Hopefully this was helpful. Definitely you can explore a lot of other models. This is the hottest model right now. You can take a look at the paper again and the GitHub. They have a lot of links to their different possibilities, and you can also run the full size version via the web after registering, kind of like OpenAI. So hopefully this video was helpful, and see you on the next one.